It should have done. This stream should have started. Has this stream started? Hello everybody, my name's Climate of Joe. Welcome back to a new Minecraft YouTube live stream on the Climate of Joe YouTube channel. Welcome. I'm on Bedrock today. I think I've got a fun little challenge. Just gonna wait and see if anybody joins. Hi, you know me? Sorry, I don't like veggies. I've met you before. I remember you. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Jenth. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Skatepunk. Welcome to the stream. My name's starting with an F. Hi. Hello. Welcome. I'm sorry about yesterday. Honestly, I was absolutely crushed. I was literally crushed. Remember final? Yeah, I do. Welcome back. I will admit, guys, I was crushed after that result yesterday. England got knocked out in the last 10 minutes of the World Cup semi-final. Argentina scored 2 late goals. Me, Finn. Finn Q, that was your name. Welcome back. That was your name. How are you? I'm great, Angel. How are you? I'm better than I was yesterday. I felt bad too. I was annoyed because in the first half of that game, it seemed to be that every time England tried to go forward, like an Argentinian player would just go in and elbow someone or give them a kick. Which I didn't like the banner at the end. The banner at the end I thought was totally wrong. Like, you can't do that. You know, football's the world's game. You can't bring a political banner out at the end. But England have got a 3rd place game, which I think they'll be up for that. Every time we've ever gone, I actually thought England played better in the first half, but England never built up any momentum. They put up a banner saying the Falklands is Argentinian, which is British. I would have picked Colombia. I actually wanted Colombia to beat Switzerland because I thought Colombia would have knocked out Argentina. My second video. That banner was the banner was only brought out because Britain own an island. They've owned an island for 300 years, but Argentina want the island. I didn't agree with the players bringing out the banner. In fact, I will say, a lot of England fans want one of the players who held up the banner plays in England, and they want the England fans want his visa restricted so he can't come back in the UK, which is, I think that's harsh, but it's wrong. I think it was wrong for them to have lifted up that banner, but it crushed me though. I'm like, come on, I've never seen Everton win anything because Everton got hit financially and then haven't been able to compete. I've never seen England win anything. I've seen England, literally, in the last 8 years of my life, I've seen England get to 2 World Cup semis, 2 Euro finals, a quarterfinal, and not win any of them. And it's what was running through my head last night was like, am I ever going to see them win anything? I don't know. France, I want us to beat France because England have the massive rivalry with France. Ironically, though, England have a bigger rivalry with France than Argentina, but it's more respectful, surprisingly. England and France literally were at war with each other for over 800 years on and off. Literally, England and France literally fought each other for over 100 years. What, Spain? I don't want Argentina to win it after their players' conduct yesterday at the end of the match. I want Spain to win it. But I wanted, if we didn't win it, I would have wanted Spain to win it, because obviously I prefer Spain at spite. But ironically, though, I think Spain will win it. Spain seem to always win the World Cup after they've won the Euros. They won the World Cup for the first time in 2010. They won the Euros of 2008. They won the Euros in 2008. They then won the World Cup in 2010 and the Euros again in 2012. Yes, it would be. It would be. No, the 60s. It would be the 60s, Skatepunk. Brazil won it in 58 and 62. And then they got knocked out in the quarters in 1966, but only because Portugal basically they absolutely battered Portugal absolutely battered the shit out of Pele. Portugal made it so Pele had to leave the pitch injured. Good game though. They won it again in 1970, so they won it 3 times in 12 years. Honestly, Brazil guys were back in the day. Brazil were amazing. Pele, youngest ever scorer in the World Cup. He scored in the World Cup final, age 17. Amazing. Mbappe was young. Mbappe was older. Mbappe was slightly older than... When Mbappe scored in the 2018 World Cup final, he was 19. He was almost 20. So he was a little younger. The second youngest player to score in a World Cup final was Mbappe. But Pele was 2 years younger, which is incredible. But saying that, France came close. France came close to winning it back-to-back in... France almost won it with the last kick of the game in 2022. That you don't like it? Oh, Infantino. Well, it's not that. It's Europe hate him. Europe hate the FIFA president because they think he's corrupt. But the last FIFA president was corrupt. The reason it's mainly Europe though, Skatepunk. It's mainly Europe, but Europe don't like the FIFA president because they think he keeps changing the rules, changing the game. That's what I mean. So the World Cup is 48 teams this year. Like nobody wanted. It was only him that wanted that move. Why? The reason I don't like the FIFA president is that he keeps making changes to the game that we don't need. 48 game. I don't think we needed 48 teams in the World Cup, and now he's decided that they think there should be 64 teams in the next one. 64 teams in the next one, guys, would mean that we'd have to have a whole nother round again. We would have to have if we moved the World Cup to 64 teams, it would be you'd have 64 teams in the group stages. 16 teams would then go out, and then you'd have the round of 48, the round of 32, then the round of 16. The round of 16 used to be the first game of the knockouts, round of 16, quarterfinal, semi-final. This year it was round of 32, round of 16, quarterfinal, semi-final, final. But if they go forward with this, guys... If they go forward with this and then add another round, add another 16 teams, it would be a whole nother. There would be a whole nother round. Which, how are you supposed to get all these games into a month period? I don't think people realize though, guys. The bigger you make the World Cup, the longer the World Cup needs to be. So all the football leagues in Europe, have to try and change all their schedules just to make sure that they finish their leagues. The Premier League had to cram out the games. Manchester City had to play 4 games in a period of about 2 weeks just to get the games in. The FA Cup had to be brought forward. The more teams you add in the World Cup, the more games, the longer the tournament is. So, for example, if we go to 64 teams, the World Cup would have to be longer. It'd be crazy. It'd be anarchy, actually. And got to think though, football schedules are already crazy. Literally, as soon as the World Cup finishes in September, Europe have the Nations League, which England are in the top group, so could win that. You're not alone in this. It's all right. I've seen it before. It just happens to be. England fans are more gutted this year because they've done so well. But what I will say though, Thomas Tuchel, the England manager, his first ever international tournament. Well, they made a mistake, but that's exactly what they did in the 2018 semi-final. In the 2018 semi-final, they did the same thing. They went 1-0 up, and then they just basically sat back, that's what they got wrong. I need to grab my laptop charger. It's fallen down aside. There we go. But I will say though, England has improved. The problem with it, I will say though, England has improved. England is starting to get to the higher, England for 28 years got nowhere near a semi-final. In 2014, we didn't even get out the group. In 2010, England got wronged because we didn't have goal line technology then, and the referee denied a goal and claimed it never crossed the line. But it did. Gordon should have stayed on. Yeah, it pains me to say this because I don't like Gordon, but he should have stayed on. And I'm only saying I don't like Gordon because I don't like the way he left Everton. But Gordon should have stayed on, and Declan Rice. As soon as they substituted Declan Rice, they lost control of midfield. I think if Declan Rice had stayed on, England would have probably won that game. But as soon as Declan Rice went off, they started losing in midfield. But what they should have put somebody on Messi though. Messi was walking. Messi broke a record for the most involvements by walking. Messi has picked out moments to run. Guys, this is my old Survivor Lexi house. I ported it to my friend's realm. I'm on my friend's realm today, guys. This is my Survivor Lexi house. I ported it over. Tell you what. Saying that, let's go in. There should be a way in. There was a way in. What? A bit of glass has been taken out of here. Here we go. This is my... This is my friend's realm, but I ported a copy of my house over. Why am I on my friend's realm? Because me and Decepted are going to play on this. We're going to play on this later. me and Deceptive were going to come on here later on. I've just joined before he did. I'm on my friend's realm, but I might break some hearts here, but I might get rid of my realm for a little bit, guys. Because at the moment, I haven't really earned anything off YouTube recently. I can't really afford to keep the realm going. So I might get rid of the realm for a little bit. We've had the realm for about 9 months, 10 months. And so I've basically, because we haven't really had anyone like buy the realm membership through the channel membership scheme, we've not really earned any, we've not really earned enough to keep it going. This build here is still here. This build is still on my world. I just covered it over. But the idea was I wanted to build like a nuclear silo style shit, and turn it into like a base that can. But this would have been where like the nuclear like build would have been. Tell you what I'm going to do though, which I think you guys might think is pretty cool. I can't add you because this is not my realm. This is my friend's realm. I put a doorway and a ladder right here. My friend's got rid of it. He's got rid of... Right, I'm going to go across... Hey, guys, we've even built Stampy's house. It does lag a bit across here. What do you think? In fact, this is going to lag. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and have a bit of fun. I need a nether portal if there is one. Unfortunately, I don't think Stampy's nether portal came with the build. No, we didn't. We forgot to build it. So, rather than worry about that, I'm going to float I out the building. And I need to find the nearest... I need to find the nether portal. I need to find the nether portal. So the nether portal is over here. Been a little while. Yeah, welcome back. I'm just going to go this way. Whoa. Why don't I go this way? I'm going to make a... If I go this way, I'm going to make a new super... We do a place. On here, on my friend's realm here, we do a thing called... Even though this is creative, we go to a place where we play like legit survival. So I'm going to make a new legit survival place. I don't know how far we want to go though, but it's like, oh, come on. I wish you could break blocks faster. I'm having to basically relearn Steam because they added mouse and keyboard support. I'm deciding to do the transition. Oh wait, bye, Joe. Have a nice day. Have a nice day yourself. Thank you. From controller to keyboard. Yeah, I'm shit at keyboard, to be honest. There we go, 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 there we go. Do 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 do. Perfect. Tell you what, let's go back already. I'm gonna go back already and put some ice here. Yeah, I'm shit when it comes to like keyboard playing. I'm all right, but it just tends to be I forget where they are, and I can't do it very quick. I'm getting a Discord notification, so I would imagine that's Decepted trying messaging me. No, it's not. It's a football chat. There we go. 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 I want some blue ice. Give me a sec, love. Yeah, I only use controller from Minecraft. I can't speak. I bought Minecraft on my laptop because my laptop, if you play with a Microsoft account, and like have a realm, I can access the realm from both my laptop and the Switch. And because it's the same account, I can basically port worlds between my Switch and my... Because it's the same account through Realms, I can port worlds from my laptop to... From my Switch to my laptop. And my laptop to my Switch. So, I do that. Are you serious? Okay, this means nothing now. Basically, on my friend's realm, everybody, we do something called like ultimate survival, where basically, even though this is a creative world at spawn, we go and play like normal survival on it. And so I'm going to go and create a new ultimate survival for us for 2026. Should I show you? Do you guys want to see the ultimate survivals? Do you guys want to see the ultimate survivals? Tell you what, guys, I'll show you the ultimate survivals, but in a second. I want to map out where we're going to go. So I'm deciding that I want us to go this way. There we go, there we go. So that's good. Now, I want to see what's through this portal. I believe in my memory... Chicken sandwich. A chicken sandwich is great. I believe, if my memory serves, that this leads you down to just a little wooden house that I made over here. I got bored and made a little wooden house over here, just off the track. And then you come up and you've got your little balcony here. And if memory suits me correctly, we've got a huge ravine right here that drops down into... I don't know. And in fact, if you go this way, you actually come out into a bit of a mountain range. So, we'll have a look in a sec. If I go back to our ice thing we were doing here, it suddenly stops right here. So maybe we should build a portal right here. I need to know where obsidian is in this thing. Obsidian is here. Okay. And so is flint. Hello, Duffel. Welcome to the stream. I like your builds. Thank you. Not every build on here is mine. This is my friend's realm, so basically he's got some builds on here too. I want to see what's through here. I'm basically I want to create an ultimate survival area. So wow. Okay, what do you think, guys? Do you think this is a good place for an ultimate survival world? Oh yeah, I think this is cool. Ooh. We did bad. Yeah, England played bad, but England I actually thought played well. England I thought played well, but in the last 20 minutes they turned to shit. But I think Argentina should have played half that match with 10 men, because I thought one of the Argentinian players did a red card worthy tackle. But it is what it is. What mistake did England make in the second half? Well, they went too defensive. England went too defensive. What England had tried to do was go defensive and stop Argentina from getting into the box. But because they went defensive, because England went defensive, it meant that Argentina was pushing more into the box because there was nobody in midfield really challenging, because everyone was back defending. So that's where they went wrong. They went far too defensive on the in the second half. Basically, after England scored, they went far too defensive. Hello, Bread Got Test. Welcome to the stream. But on the second hand, I actually thought Messi should have been sent off. When he gets tackled by Elliot Anderson, he actually turns around and gives him a kick on the back of the leg, which that could be seen. VAR could potentially look at that. In a match, VAR could potentially look at that and say it's violent conduct. Which I've seen that given before. I've seen an Everton player kick someone after being tackled and kick him in the back. Or oh, you've tackled me, so here, have a kick. But Well, yeah, that's what they were trying to do, though. They set up to try and get England annoyed. They were trying to get an English player sent off, which no one did. I actually really liked that Bellingham didn't react because they were trying to get Jude Bellingham sent off. Yeah, they should. They should have had more fouls. I couldn't believe that an English player was booked first. No offense, guys, but Messi shouldn't have played in the group stages. You know what? Valerian Balogun got sent off for, like catching a player on the calf with his studs, which is a red card. That is a red card tackle because catching someone on the back of the calf with your studs could potentially break someone's leg. It is a potential leg breaker, so it is a red card tackle. Messi did exactly the same thing in the first game. He caught a player straight on the back of the leg. Exactly the same tackle, but Balogun didn't get away with it and got sent off. Messi got away with it. Well, arguably, Balogun had his suspension chalked off, and he got his suspension. He got his suspension suspended, which is kind of wrong. I don't have a my favorite player, Seamus Coleman. Probably never heard of him. Yeah. It's more than that, Pyro Nation. It's more than that. England would get in the World Cup, guys. England would get sorry, I can't speak. England would get a yellow card every 7 fouls in the World Cup. Argentina would do 22. So, like, England would get a yellow card every 7 fouls. Argentina would get a yellow card every 22 fouls. Now that is not a level playing field. In fact, a guy that was watching it with me and Decepted in Decepted's Discord server last night said to us that all the decisions were 60-40 to make it look like it wasn't totally against England. I've just built... Oh, this is going to be... Guys, would you like to see some Ultra Survival Worlds? In fact, this is not... This is Survival Megacy. Find that ref. Fire that ref. Yeah, but you could fire many refs. My football team once got denied a perfectly good winner because the guy on VAR looked at the wrong angle. Would you guys like to see these legit survival worlds that we've built? They get the ball, but they pass nearly instantly. But that's good though, Egg. You need to be quicker. The problem with England last night is they were too slow. It's not about passing instantly. It's more that the build-up was too slow. It's more that they waste time. Like every time you could put it into the box, they went back to the keeper. Here we go. Ultimate Survival Worlds. This is 100% Ultimate Survival. So this is the first one we did. This is a creative world, but we have parts of the world which are genuinely ultra survival. So here we go. We got Decepted stuff. Another guy that played with us at the time. And we have my stuff. And let's go for the world. Okay. Right, okay. If I recall, you've got to go... you've got to go this way to this glass thing. Hello, me and Vicky. Welcome to the stream. You've got to go this way, guys, and then you could actually walk. You could walk there over, but I built this track to get us there. So this is ultimate survival. Basically, all of this was built in survival. I'm in creative because the realm's creative, but this is the ultimate survival area. We don't build on this area, this one anymore. We move every year to a different part of the world. So this is the old survival. In fact, this is one of my favorites. Are you a good reader out loud, or are you better reading to yourself? That's a really good question. It depends on what I'm talking about. If I'm reading I can read your comments out fine, but if you've asked me a question, I might struggle to get the answer out because I'm trying to give you an answer on the spot. Like, do you know what I mean? This is my old bedroom from my survival world. Basically, we built it here, so ready? This is the chest room. We have crazy little rooms here. Right, okay. If I come up here, this is the birch house. So this is the house coordinates. Right, here you go. This is ultra survival. We even got bored. Can I join? I'm afraid not. This is not my realm. This is my friend's realm. Over here I built a golf course. And then I built parkour. So we had to do a parkour challenge. So parkour. Guys, if I do this, I'm an absolute genius on all levels. Guys, if I do it again, I'm an absolute genius on all levels. One of my teeth are triggering. Yeah. There we go. This is the farming lands. The beehive. The chest. And the sign of the day, which I don't even want to see what that sign of the day is. Oh no, I can read the sign of the day for once. The sign of the day sometimes might say something, because it's based in my friend's realm. Like, might be some signs there that are... My friend built his own house here. Look at it, I love it. I actually love it because it looks like an entrance. But basically, though, behind his... When you go into here, you can go into the bit I made. I made this bunker system. You've currently got 3.0. Cool. I made this bunker system, guys, and it literally stretches for miles. This bunker system, guys, runs for ages. Until it gets to here. But I believe, if I'm correct, there's even a way out. There's even a secret way out here. Right, would you guys like to see Ultra Survival 2? I built this house, I built the house here, which is why you would notice that it's from my survival world. I designed it. I built this because I liked how it was. If we fly to this jungle over here, we should come across the... Guys, well, This one is fully updated. This one is fully updated because it's not my world. But guys, doesn't this look like doesn't this island look like a piranha? So we're just looking for the show. There we go. That's what I want. So if I go to here now, I can show you some cool stuff. Yeah, this one's fully updated. And then we can go to 200%, so which is number 2. Which I'm going to go this way. And then 200% is literally... That's that's 1,000% legit, which is 200. This is 200. I got to say, guys, that this one, I don't recall what this one is. So bear with me. I don't recall what this one is. So right, this one I got to be careful in because last time I had a little issue here. This is 200% survival. In fact, we'll walk home from this one because I even made a path. That is the most random thing I've ever heard. Guys, do you like my balcony? I made a balcony for my bedroom here, which I'm worried about what that sign says because Decepted changes signs. Joe's Room Limited. What did Decepted put on his door? This is why I've got to be careful. Look what Decepted put on his door. There's a former Everton player on Turkey's bench. He's crap. Basically, that was the Euros, and we built this during the Euros. I built this. I built this random house up on the mountain here because I was bored. Up on the top of the mountain here, I built this house because I was just bored one night. There's no, like, signs up here, is there? Nope. I was worried that you don't know what signs have been placed. So, this was me experimenting with different wood designs and types. And if I recall correctly, I built this one here. I was experimenting with, like, house designs. Okay, I don't recall what this is going to have. I was making some sort of underground secret rooms then. Right, let's go to 300%. You could do, but Minecraft, I don't really like making eras in Minecraft. It's like, I prefer, it's one of those, I just prefer playing Minecraft. But that's just me though, guys. I prefer just playing. I always remembered how deep this was. If I come this way, there should be a big cobblestone path right here. This cobblestone path took me ages. I literally did it all night. We go here all the way to spawn. We go all the way to spawn here, which this might surprise you guys on the stream right now. This might surprise you guys right here. But if we go this way, this is exactly this takes us to spawn. It's exactly straight for over like 1,000 blocks. For 2,700 blocks, this is exactly straight. I actually don't use that many blocks. There is a reason for that though, because I'm using Legacy Console Edition, so I can't really use. I've got to use the blocks that I can use. If you know what I mean. I experiment more on Bedrock Edition. When I'm playing Bedrock Edition, I experiment more. Look what we've got to go through, guys. We've got to go through all of this. Basically, we go straight through here. I ain't judging. No. It's because I'm so used to playing Legacy. I'm used to playing with a limited block palette. If I go this way, we're almost home, guys. We're almost home. Literally, got another 2,000 blocks to go. Another 2,000 blocks to go. And I can tell you we're almost home. All I've got to do... I'm pretty good at building. Cool. I don't think I'm that good at building, though. Personally, I don't think I'm good at building. I love my team menu. Thanks. I'm gonna go this way. And I'm gonna go across here. And literally, we should, in a second, be home. We should hit a pirate ship in 1, 2, 3. If I recall correctly, there should be a house over here that I built. I built this house. I built this house because I was bored. I wanted to experiment with some blocks. So I built this house. Oh, give me a sec. Somebody's broke a plank. Somebody's broke a plank in my house. There we go. I wanted to experiment with different blocks, so and here we go. We are now back at the city. Would you guys like to see the football stadium while we're here? Whilst we're here, do you guys want to see the football stadium? We might as well walk. We might as well walk there, but I think it'd be cool if you guys see the football stadium. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hello on an island. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. That's true. Here's the football stadium. In fact, I'll show you it from the inside first, I think. It is an interesting concept. Hello, Sickly Cape. Welcome to the stream. Oh, cool. This is the guest. This is the fan entrance. I want to see it from the player's entrance, so I've got to go down the side. Are you guys ready to see this stadium? That's just egg. That's egg is egg. Right, we're gonna go this way. Are you guys ready to see the football stadium? What do you guys think? I'm gonna go onto the center circle. So, if we go up to here, yeah. So if we go up to the top, of the main stand, if we go up to the top of the main stand, there you go. You can see everything out the window. Out of the window here, you can see absolutely everything. Can I join the realm? This is not my realm, Sickly Cape. This is my friend's realm. I do apologise. This is my friend's realm. Basically, I might not be able to do my realm for a while, guys. I need to... Wait a sec. We have one. Hey, I found out if you speed fly, you can absolutely smash the thing. If you speed fly, cushions for every seat. Oh, I just hit the post, didn't I? I might have to get rid of my realm, guys, but it's because at the moment I can't afford to, like, keep it going. I'm not earning much from YouTube. A knockback stick. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of... I might have to get rid of my realm, but it's because I'm not earning enough from... Nobody's really bought the channel membership for it. And I can't make it for free because I can't afford to make it for free. So I might get rid of it, guys, because it's costing me a lot of money. Where's it gone? I've lost it. Oh, it's there. It's costing me a lot of money a month to run, and I'm not really getting anything from it to be able to continue it. If you get what I mean. Do you guys get what I mean? Hey guys, let's see if we can score, shall we? Ah, bollocks. Done it. He scored. Right, time to go. But yeah, do you guys get what I mean? Yeah, it's one of those as well. Like, it's one of them with the Minecraft realm that when I basically everybody asked me to make it last year, but as soon as I did make it, nobody wanted it, but it was because I couldn't make it for free. Like, well, I don't think anyone has ever made one for free. But yeah. Or do you want better? What are these messages? Or do you want better? Why are these messages? That's what... This is 1000%. So hold on. What's the next one then? That's the survival world. So this is 1000%. So 1000% is the craziest one because it's literally 20,000 blocks away. Yeah. Guys, should I start a Bedrock series for you guys? Should I start a Bedrock series, like, where I just do Bedrock stuff? Tell you what. Let's grab the boat. Do do do. Do 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 do. We should be getting. We should be there in a minute. Hopefully. Just respond to it. There we go. Alright, let's go this way. And we should be almost here. There we go. So let's go absolutely this way. Oh no, I'm crashing. I've just got my finger. I just got my finger going forward on the controller. Anyway, I can get out the boat now because I can just fly up here. This is legit survival. This is legit survival. This is legit survival 3. And this is so far, this is my favorite. Look at that. Look at the base. So far, this is my favorite of the lot. Look at the base. I'm on controller as well. This is look at the base. You've got the sheep farm here, which there's a lot of sheep. You've got some. I swear this camel had a name. You got my 2 camels, and then you got the sniffer, which... Does the sniffer have a name? No. Good. This is the base. The base started out really small, so where it's grey, where the house is grey, is where the base really started from. And it expanded and expanded and expanded. So, okay, let's go look inside. X64 Forever in Our Hearts, February 25th to March 4th, 2025. Killed by the Wanker Joe. I'm afraid not. To the people who've just said, can you join? I'm afraid not. This is not my world. This is my friend's world. I can't even show you guys some of these rooms because my friends called them like offensive names. Decepted's room. This is Decepted's room? 2000 days? Hey, I'm 12. Okay. But yeah. There we go. This is my room, guys. Look at this is my room here. If we go this way, I can't even read some of these names. I'm gonna have to leave this house. So, at least the Iron Golem's called Roger. Verity? What, Newman? the TV producer. Yeah, if you're 12, like, don't say you're 12, because you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be on YouTube if you're 12. It's not a good thing to say that out. Oh, guys, you like my castle? It's shit. I know it's shit, but I was happy with it because I had a limited time to make it. Decepted said to me that we needed a castle on the top of this mountain, so basically I used whatever we had at our disposal to build this castle. Do Minecraft, I'm sorry. Minecraft Verity? No. No, I haven't heard of it. But Verity is also a name, so when you said Verity, the first thing that popped into my head was a TV producer. Ironically, the first producer of Doctor Who. Right, guys, what do you think of the base? Just ignore my friend's cockboat. Basically, my friend built a cockboat. I built a submarine, so my friend built a cockboat. He built a boat out of cock. Sorry, he built a boat shaped like a cock. What do you guys think of my sub? What do you guys think of my submarine? What do you guys think of my submarine? My friend had to build my friend built a wooden deck in front of it just to annoy me. But basically, what is this world? What is this Minecraft world? Basically, it's my friend's realm, so it's not PC. Because I'm in my 20s, because my friend's in his 20s, and the other guys that used to build on this world, they built stuff that isn't PC. So when I said to Decepted about building a boat, the first thing he did was basically built a boat that looked like a cock. Technically, it's not against the rules in Minecraft. This used to be covered in trees. This was covered in spruce trees. I chopped down every tree around this village. Took me an age. I'm not going to react to anything, Lucas. I don't do reaction videos. I kind of want to. I want to do reaction videos, but not to Minecraft stuff. Are you the only normal one, or do you do stuff like this off camera? Well, it depends. It's not. It is normal. You know, building something that's funny to you is normal to do. Obviously, if I was streaming, I wouldn't make a joke like that. If I was off camera and I thought, you know what, I'm going to build a boat that looks like a cock, maybe I might consider building something stupid. But not whilst I'm streaming. But also, it can be. It can also be completely different, though, everybody. Like, you can do especially with Minecraft, there are worse things you could build. I was streaming on here once, and I found that my friend had built like a German flag from the 1940s. And he basically built it as a joke, but didn't realise that he hadn't got rid of it. And he'd left it under the house. Do you think Spain will be more competitive than when they faced England? I don't know. I think Argentina will lose, but I think Spain are a good team. Spain didn't play well against France, but France just played better. Sorry, Spain just played better. But the thing is, though, Spain in the last 16 years have won Sorry, Spain in the last 18 years are actually a good team. Spain have won 1 World Cup, 3 Euros in the last 18 years. In the last 18 years, Spain have won the Euros 3 times. Hello, Council Director. Welcome to the stream. I saw a comment from you earlier on. Where did I see it? Hold on a minute. I saw a comment from you earlier on. Where did I see it? How are you, by the way, Council Director? Hmm. I don't know. But yeah, like, Spain are a good team. In the last 18 years, they've won the World Cup once, and they've won the Euros 3 times. And ironically, Spain sort of fell apart, but now they're back. Right, how about you? I'm good. Hello, Van. Welcome back. So damn rude. Nah, I don't think Argentina will win. Argentina have played shit through the whole tournament and just narrowly won. I was so pissed off yesterday, though, because I was really annoyed on how, like... I was really annoyed how Argentina ended that game with 10 men, with 11 men, because there should have been a red card in the first half. They wanted Jude Bellingham sent off at full time because he slapped an Argentinian player. But the Argentinian player kind of deserved it. It's not that they're rigging it. They're not rigging it. Other people have rigged it. If someone has rigged it, then it's not them rigging it because they're just playing. They can't. I wouldn't say I don't think it's rigged. I think they've just got lucky with decisions. Like, I don't think their goal should their goal should have stood against Egypt. Their winning one. But also I think Egypt should have had a goal that was ruled out that shouldn't have been. Their goal against Egypt, I thought, shouldn't have been ruled out. But I'm saying that I thought Switzerland was the better team. When they played Switzerland, I thought Switzerland was the better team. They just got lucky. They deserved the win, but you've got to blame Egypt for that. You've got to blame Egypt for that. How did they let Argentina get back into it? Yeah, they had a goal ruled out. Egypt had a goal ruled out that probably shouldn't have been ruled out. But in the last 12 minutes of a match, you shouldn't allow a team to come in in the last 12 minutes of a match, you shouldn't allow a team to score 3 goals in 12 minutes. France Morocco just fell off. It didn't feel off. I think Morocco were just shit. Morocco didn't turn up to that match. They were absolutely shit. Even France was shit. I think France was shit in that match, but I think Morocco were just worse. But I will say, though, I actually thought Morocco was shit against Canada, and I thought they were shit against Netherlands. They just got lucky in the penalty shootout. Canada, if Canada had been more clinical, that match would have been over at half time. In the first 20 minutes of Canada versus Morocco, Canada could have been 3 or 4-0 up. But what I will say to that, though, is Morocco Morocco were always against it this year because they did so well in 2022. So basically, the Moroccan fans basically expected them to do well, which the Moroccan fans sort of their expectations were semi-final. Yeah, I think Morocco. I think the problem this year was that the fact that they got to the semi-final in the last one. I think Moroccan fans sort of had like too high up of expectations, and then it didn't pan out. But I will say though, I was kind of happy when Morocco got knocked out because I saw a post on social media. They did well. Yeah, they did well. But I think where am I? There we go. They did well, but I think what happened with Morocco this time was that they were always going to be up against it this year because the expectations changed. I actually thought Morocco were going to do shit. I actually thought Morocco were just a fluke. I thought the 2022 World Cup was just a fluke that Morocco got through. But sorry, I forgot about the live. That's all right. I thought the 2022 World Cup was just a fluke for Morocco. Or Greenland. What are you on about Greenland for? Greenland isn't in the World Cup. Who's actually better this year? Yeah. I still thought they were shit, though. They were shit. They did well. They did well, but they shouldn't have got through against the Netherlands. The Netherlands only lost because their keeper made a mistake. Not all the players, but you get it. Yeah. They've got some good players. I'll be interested to see what happens now, though. I'll be interested to see what happens now. I always thought Morocco weren't going to do well this year. I thought, well, not that they weren't going to go well. I didn't think they'd get past the quarters. Where's the nether pool? There we go. I didn't think Morocco this year would get past the quarters, which I was right. I did predict it. I will say, though, guys, I do think Spain will beat Argentina, and I want them to after what they did at halftime. I'm afraid not, Demon Gamer, because this is not my world. I can't give you permission to join this world because I don't own it. I hope Spain does win. Yeah, I didn't like what Argentina did last night. Argentina, England have an Ireland. The UK own an island just off the coast of Argentina. They've owned it for 300 or so years. England found an island. Britain. Britain come across an uninhabited island 300 years ago and basically built a colony there. They built a colony there, but Argentina claimed the island. Argentina claimed this island that the UK own. And they put up a banner last night saying it's Argentinian after England won. But because the players picked up that banner, technically it's in breach of football regulations. He goes, technically you can't. The players can't do anything like that. Answer my question. Bono, not to be rude. I didn't see your question, to be honest. What do you think of Bono the keeper? I gotta be honest, I'd never heard of him. The only players I've really heard of from your team is like Brahim Diaz, Hakimi. I wondered why some of the Moroccan fans were booing him, and I wanted to know why. I had to Google why they were booing him. I don't really know anything about him, like, but it's hard to judge a goalkeeper from just one tournament, though. Because I didn't know who he was, and I've only seen him in this tournament. I'm going to join Decepted's Discord VC. Just going to mute my stream, though. He was making... Yeah. But it's hard to judge someone from one tournament. The best keeper in my eyes. We weren't booing him. No, some Moroccan fans were booing him because he's hours before the match, hours before their first match, it came out that he's facing charges or something. So some people were booing him in the stands. England, I actually thought England were going to win this World Cup. Yeah, he was being booed because he was being booed by 95% of the people in the stands. Because me and another guy were talking about it, like, why are they booing him? And it's because he was the day earlier on, it was announced, earlier on that game for that match, it was announced he's facing charges, criminal charges. But I was wondering, why are they booing him? I thought you got to have done something wrong for your own fans to boo him. That's Hakimi. Yeah, I was talking about Hakimi. I was talking about Hakimi, not Bono. I said why would they? I said I wondered why they were booing Hakimi. I didn't hear it. I said I wondered why they were booing Hakimi. That's what I said. It confused me. Yeah, I know it's Hakimi facing the charges. But Spain won 2-0. Yeah, but that's a completely different tournament though, Malik. England once beat Germany 4-2 and then got knocked out in the semi-final of 1990 on pens. Just because you beat a team once doesn't mean you're going to beat them twice. Joe, Mexico, USA, Canada, pick one. Canada. Oh, sorry, I'm muted. Hello. Why can't I hear anything? Hello? Right. Can I hear you now? Nope, I can't hear him. What the hell? Why can't I hear him? Something felt off about it. Yeah, but I think you're not muted. No, I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to Decepted in his Discord VC. I was just trying to work out. I can't hear him. I couldn't hear you. I thought it was me. Ah. I realised I was muted, sorry. Yeah, I didn't realise I was muted. I just thought about perhaps we create a new survival area for this world. I have. Yeah, I thought about creating a new one for like 2026. 2026. That was 2025. Okay. I explained why they were booing. No, I know they were booing. I know why they were booing, but I had to Google it. But I wondered why they were booing him because it was announced he was facing charges. Oh, you created a new one. I created a new one as well. We can use that next year. That's so ironic. We're on a mountain. I literally created one just now, it was perfect. You had trees and everything. Yeah. Why does he get to be in your world? This is not my world. This is his world. This is not his world. This is not my world. It's his world. Plus, Deceptor's a friend of mine, so basically he's always in my world technically. Oh, there's actually a flat plane over here. There's a flat plane over here, but it's... Do you know what? I think there's no trees in sight. I think my area's... Oh no, there's a forest here now. Oh yeah. Do you all think it was fair? Well, it's one of those though. It's not about being fair though, Malik. Egypt were shit. Yeah, you mentioned that, Duffer. I think you mentioned it before. Yeah, literally though, Egypt have themselves to blame. Like, they might have had a goal disallowed. They might have had a goal disallowed, but how can you complain when you've conceded 3 goals in 12 minutes, not 12 goals in 3 minutes? Imagine if you did concede 12 goals in 3 minutes. Well, it's not really scams. A scam would mean that they had all this money taken off them. But it's more, there was some questionable decisions, but they still conceded 3 goals in 12 minutes. The new bridge? Where? Oh yeah, looks great. Looks amazing. But yeah, like, Egypt can't complain really. They can complain about a few decisions, but they still conceded 3 goals in 12 minutes. But one of them didn't count. But it did count in the eyes of the law, though. Even... I get that they're annoyed by the decision, and one of them might not have counted. Because of a little step. No, because of a little step. No, that's the Egypt goal. No, but Argentina scored 3 goals in 12 minutes at the end of the match. But even though, yes, one of their goals probably shouldn't have stood, they still in the last 12 minutes of that match sat back and let a 2-goal lead slip. So it's still Egypt's fault. They had enough there to go and win that match. Have a good rest of your day, Council Director. Have a good rest of your day. What about Canada, Joe? I don't know. No offense, Duffel. You didn't give me any context. You just said pick a country, so I did. I picked Canada. Well, you just said pick one of Canada or America or Greenland. Pardon me. So I can't tell you what about Canada because you didn't say anything. Yeah, but that's England's problem. That's England's problem. Like England, they did the same in 2018. In 2018, they did exactly the same thing. They went too defensive, but in 2018, they did exactly the same thing. They went 1-0 up and then just defended. But England's... England got some harsh decisions given against them. Like Argentina probably should have gone down to 10 men. But we're doing North America and South. Yeah. But I know nothing of what you're doing. So I can't really answer that question for you. Because I have no idea what you're researching. Like, geography is a lot. Geography can be... let me think. Geography could be coastlines, volcanoes, sea, ocean, terrain. It could be there's a lot of stuff it could be. So I can't really answer that question. Ever since I've moved to Iraq, people keep saying to me bottle of water. Yeah. A lot of people in the UK, a lot of people say British bottle of water, but we don't actually say that. That's just because an American person misheard a British person speak. We say exactly the same thing the rest of the world says. It's just the accent sounds a bit. But yet again, other countries sound completely different. It sounds like you want... What this sounds like, Daphne, is you want me to do your homework for you. I don't need to do homework. I think so. It's because I have an Australian accent. Most people are. I do like an Australian accent. I can do a good Australian accent myself, actually. So, good night. Good day. Shark. I love the Australian accent. The Australian accent's great. Yes, he's graduated. Well, not graduate. You don't graduate in the UK. You just leave. That shit. I learned it from family members who are Australian. Good on, mate. Australia is such an interesting country. The UK initially used it as for criminals, surprisingly. The UK once used it as instead of jailing criminals, they sent them to Australia for a new life, so it was used as a prison colony. It was just very bizarre. In fact, the Top Gear sketch, they did a Top Gear sketch like 15 years ago where they did it with the team from Top Gear Australia. And the Top Gear guy, the Australian Top Gear presenters were in on it, and they arrived to the Top Gear set in the back of a prison van, and Jeremy Clarkson makes a joke. I thought it'd be nice to let them back in the country the same way their ancestors left, so they bring him out on a in a prison van. It's like you wouldn't get away with that now. There's a couple of things on top. 82. It's 82 because that's what got them in trouble when they shot the Argentina episode. Yeah, but it was that Jeremy Clarkson put a joke about that out yesterday. He said about the number plate was just totally coincidental. It's sad though. The ending scene is sad. You can hear the cameraman. You can hear the cameraman say like, "I'm hit." Joe, what's the most active volcano in South America? I have fucking no idea. You think I know that? I know the most active one in Europe is Mount Etna. Because Mount Etna erupts literally like 6 times a month. I mean, you had that one in like Hawaii that somehow always erupts. Hawaii is a really interesting country. The history of it is amazing. America, I don't get how they got away with this. Hawaii has a British flag on it, on the US state flag, because it was a protectorate. It got independence from Great Britain, and then America annexed it. It got independence from one empire and then got annexed by another. Here we go. No, get rid of that L. Yeah, the UK recognised Hawaii as an independent kingdom in 1843, and then America took it like 50 years later. So they got independent. There's talk of them getting in trouble for that, actually, saying that. Yeah, but the thing is, though, have you seen what some of the England fans said last night? England has launched a petition to have all the Premier League players that lifted that banner up, who play for Argentina, all the Premier League players that lifted up that banner last night, they've called for their visas to be revoked and banned from the UK for life. Well, technically, I mean, I can think of another one of those actually. Give me a sec. What's the most active volcano in South America? Why don't you look at the atlas? Why don't you look at the atlas and like books? Because books have information that I do not have. There's geography books on South America. Was I upset? Well, I wasn't upset. I was gutted. I was gutted, but it's more that what I was gutted by. I was gutted, but it was one of those like I've never seen Everton win anything. I've never seen England win anything, and it wasn't really upset. It was more that yeah, it was more the disappointment, like, and it was more like frustration. It was more like, am I ever gonna see any of my teams win anything? I mean, and I said last night, I said in my Discord server, I said, I've seen Everton get to an FA Cup final, lose it, a semi-final, lose it, a Carabao Cup semi-final, lose it. I've seen England get to two semi-finals in the World Cup and lose both, lose two Euro finals, get to a quarter-final, lose it. It was more last night. I wasn't upset, but it was more like, come on, like I've seen. Oh yeah, but I actually wanted us to be. I wanted us to take on Spain anyway because I thought we'd beat them. But Ironically, though, I think Spain will win. Did you realise that the last time they won the Euros, they won the World Cup straight afterwards? They won the Euros in 2008 and then the World Cup straight afterwards. No, that was Portugal. Portugal won the Euros of 2016, which is why. No, that was 2010. There wasn't a World Cup in 2016. 2014 was Germany. 2018 was France. 2022 was Argentina. What, Germany? Germany, I don't know what's gone wrong with. I think they've just. It could be worse. It could be Italy. Italy won the World Cup in 2006, and then they haven't been to a World Cup final since 2014. They haven't been to a World Cup tournament, since 2016. Sorry, 2014. They missed 2018. They didn't qualify. Me and Decepted were talking about football. We were talking about the World Cup. I said it could be worse. It could be Italy. Italy hasn't been to the World Cups in 12 years. Yeah, they haven't been to they despite the winning the Euros in 2020, they failed to qualify for 2022, failed to qualify for 2018 and 2026. They're talking about expanding the World Cup to 64 teams, and basically Orway, who in my Discord server, who's Italian, he said maybe we'll get to the World Cup, and I said you're not getting to. I said you're still not getting to the World Cup, even with a 64 team. I was joking, but it's a disgrace, honestly. But it's not really a disgrace. It's more that they've just been shits. You got to think. I actually think Wales were. I think Wales should have got to the World Cup. I think Wales were better than. I thought Wales were better than Scotland, but the difference is Scotland were in a tougher. We're in a tougher group. Probably won't even qualify. It'd be sad if they don't qualify. Even with 128 teams, I tell you, we can't have 128 teams in the World Cup. I mean, every country would be in. Code. This is not my realm, I'm afraid, so I can't let you join. North Korea. Your name's North Korea, right? Thanks, Decepted. I should stream on Bedrock more. I might move Survivor Legacy to Bedrock next year. Would this surprise you that Survivor Legacy is 10 years old in literally a month? I think I got a stream on it. On the what day is the 22nd of August? I want to know what day the 22nd of August. It's a Saturday. I'm going to stream on that Saturday because my world will be 10 years old. I don't know why Tuchel decided to park the bus. Well, it made sense. It made sense shoring up the defence to stop the Argentinian attacks, but basically he went too defensive, and it resulted in the midfield was getting bypassed. Basically, Tuchel did what they did against Mexico, but the difference was Mexico aren't as good as Argentina. So Argentina are a much better team than Mexico. So as soon as Argentina scored, I thought, right, they're going to score again. I did think that we would get a late equaliser, but we didn't. But they went too defensive. And then they suddenly realised, and then they start. No, I'm literally by the house, the big one that we've made. It's been lagging all day for me. It's been lagging since I joined, like about an hour and a half ago. It might be because there's so many frogs over here. Not me. They fucking double. They're doubling. Believe me. Yeah, that's... I have a person who watches the streams who's from Egypt, and that's what and they basically were claiming that it was rigged against them, which, yeah, they had some questionable decisions given against them, but you can't turn around and say that Egypt didn't fuck it up by the fact that they conceded 3 goals in 12 minutes. I wouldn't say it's rigged. Argentina get a lot of decisions that you probably shouldn't get. Like, there was a couple of decisions last night where an Argentinian player should have been booked and they weren't. Like, Messi, I couldn't... I'm from Egypt too. Yeah. But yeah, I think the one thing that Egypt did, their third goal shouldn't have been chalked off, but still, you can't turn around. You can't turn around and moan after conceding like 3 goals in 12 minutes. And that it was rigged. Which, yeah, there were some bad decisions, but conceding 12 goals in 3 goals in 12 minutes, not 12 goals in 3 minutes, is still like bad. It made sense. It made sense for Switzerland, who conceded 2 late goals, but the difference that was there was that Switzerland had played with 10 men for all of extra time. They played with 10 men from the 10th minute. Right. I just got to kill some of these frogs. What am I writing about? Yeah. I'm purging these frogs, hoping that... Frogicide. But yeah, I do hope Spain win, though. I do hope Spain win, like... Didn't... Right, how many frogs are left? What? They claim the 1970 World Cup was rigged. What? Have you ever seen the rumor? Have you ever seen the conspiracy theory? But they reckon it's partially true. They reckon they reckon the England goalkeeper was poisoned in 1970. I mean, he can be that and Armenian. I didn't know that was a nationality. Right, the frogs are dead. Fantastic. They are purged. No actual frogs were harmed in the shooting of this video. Just Minecraft frogs that were lagging the game out. So, I will save the one that was called Shrek, but no frogs have been harmed, guys. Don't worry. Apart from this one. Hope Spain win it. Yeah, so do I. Pet are gonna jump you. Peter. Wow. Oh shit, I killed Shrek. Donkey. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. That's a great... I like that. That's funny. I hope everyone's enjoyed the stream so far. I wasn't sure whether I'd stream today. I decided to have a break for a bit. Don't worry. That isn't Shrek, because Shrek is really in his bedroom. No. It was Shrek, he escaped. Ah. Poor Shrek. Hello, Joe. Nice to see you. Hello. That is Loika Decepted, so you know who that is. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze again. My nose is bunged up. I've got to kill some of these frogs, guys, because they are... Is that frogs? Yes, it's frogs. We're killing Minecraft frogs because they're lagging the game out. So I'm gonna purge them down to I'm purging them a little bit. There we go. We have purged them down to 1, 2. Yeah, we purged them down to 2. 3, 4. And that's it. There's only 4 frogs here, as opposed to about this 60 million that there was there. Decimated. Decimated. Our happy ghast is here. What did Decepted name this? Ghast from the... I can't even read that out. I hear your voice on I hear your voice on VC faster than on stream. That's because the VC's in real time. The stream is delayed. That's just common sense. It is common sense though. The VC is real. The VC's Aladdin's Palace. Ali G 2. Ali G in the house. Ali G's respect. I love the bit when you see the man shouting at the girl in the start of the film. I love the fact that you see the guy shouting at the girl in the front of the film, and then he turns up and he says that's not the way to treat these bitches. It's just the way he says it. It's like that's not the way to treat them, and then he goes and calls them a bitch anyway. Such a great film. Maybe. Do. Yeah. Of course you hear my voice different on the stream, Loika, on the VC. Because where all the cakes are, I don't recall any cakes. Let me fly back. I don't recall what you're talking about. Yes, because you're in the VC, you're going to hear my voice quicker on the VC because the VC is generally in real time. Every stream is delayed. It's for YouTube to flag up stuff. The cake thing I made. Oh yeah, the little table. The little cake table I made. Oh, you told me to make it for New Year's. Like 4 years ago. 3 years ago. Joe's Diet, you called it. Make it a little building. What block did you use? I can't, at the moment, I can't seem to... At the moment, I can't use pick block. Pick block's not working for me, so I've got to find every block manually. Yeah, stupid. I've got to find every block, every single block I've got to find manually. Whereas... This is what you use, I think? No. Oh. Oh, we didn't wax some of these. You've got to wax copper. So many cakes. Do you have so many cakes in your real house? No. Minecraft's not reality. Have you noticed this? You know in the little shop here that we built here. You've got to wax. You've got to use honey to wax copper to stop it from basically oxidizing and changing color. Some of it I forgot. See, some of it is changing into like green. Just some of it's changing to green, which is kind of funny, really. It matches the aesthetic. I can't believe you named it what you did, though. The stream's just seen it. Yeah. What was the purpose? I do like this build you made, by the way. I just want to know, though, why is there no floor? Do you want to have that many cakes in your house? Who would want to have like a ridiculous amount of cakes in their house? I think we need some sort of colour. I think we need some sort of like doorway entrance. There we go. And let me just remember to wax it this time. Where's the wax? We're going to wax it with some honey so it's never going to go off. If you have 50 people in your house. Yeah, but that would only be if you want 50 people in there. But you didn't mention about having loads of people there, so... It would be like, why would you need that many cakes if you weren't doing a party for about 60,000? I do love the score. I do love the score, but the fact that we put tit on it, 69, tit, and then just put boobs on the top. Behind it, I don't know. Yeah, I know. Why don't we build something stupid like? Oh, I got something stupid to build. I got something stupid to build. I just need my blocks to build it. Right, I'm gonna need one of these and one of these, and I'll build it right here just for good measure, eh? I'll build it here. But if I just want to waste my money sometimes... Yeah, but there's no point to waste money, though. Wasting money is just stupid. There's no point to waste money. Why would you want to waste money if you don't have a lot of money? There's no point in wasting it and buying shit you don't need. there's no point in wasting money. Like, obviously, I've met people that have that. If I'd be rich, I mean. But even so, why would you want to? Why would you want to? But even so, why would you want to just waste money? Like, you wouldn't. You, no offense, like you wouldn't be the best. You wouldn't be very good with money if you did that. If you did do that and then just go and do that and waste money, why? It would, in fact, if you did that, it would just show that you're like not responsible with money. If you get what I mean, it would just come across. That would just come across to most people that you're not trustable with money. There we go. Let's go and put this in. I've made a mistake. It shouldn't be this. It should be this. You know, being rich, though, Arson, isn't about how much money you've got, or you've got to make money. You think rich people just decide to, oh, right, today I'm going to spend £30 million because why not? It could be in the case of you could spend all that money, you could waste all your money, and then suddenly you've got no money, and then well, everything could happen. There was a guy around 10 years ago. In fact, I will say this, guys, like, there was a guy in the UK about 10 years ago. He won a lot of money from the lottery. He won, like, I don't know, 50 million or something like that. And this guy, he basically wasted 50 million. And to the point that he wasted all the money and he's had to sell everything that he'd bought with that money because he wasted all the money. He wasted all the money that he had. So it's not a good idea just, oh, I'm rich, let's just go and buy everything. You can't buy everything. But why? The thing I don't get about you, though, Arson, is you say that, but then you just said above, though, I'm gonna buy more than I need just in case. But it depends. What are you buying that you don't need? Because, I remember you saying something about needing multiple phones. But multiple phones is useless. You can only call someone on one. Like, multiple cars is stupid because you can only drive one at a time. Like, multiple TVs are stupid because you can only watch one at a time. Do you guys get what I mean? There you go. I've built something here. Well, I built something here. Yeah. I built an enchantment room. I built an enchantment room. Well, actually, no, you can't though, Arson, because you've got to be able to. You've got to have a license to drive the car first. I'll be back in a sec. I just want to turn the light on. Light on. But it's true. Arson's just confused me here. If I use the phone to drive cars... What? You can't drive a phone with a you can't drive a car with a phone. You are aware that's a video game, right? You can't drive a car with a phone. That... A programmist can make it real. No, because that'd be fucking dangerous. That would be dangerous. Like, if you're controlling your car if you're controlling a car for a phone, you do not know. But if I pay, he's going to do that. No, that would be illegal. That would be illegal. Literally, you would end up in prison. Because you can't do that. Plus, that wouldn't even work. You're not going to be able to program that, because making a car is a very specific bit of kit. It's a very... What if I have a license? Yeah, you have a license to drive the car. You don't have a license to tamper with it and use your phone to drive it. If you just read this comment, you have a license to drive the car, which means you can drive the car. Your hands at the steering wheel, not with a phone. I think if you did that, you wouldn't just lose your license, you would also probably spend about 10 years in prison. Maybe more. I can get a license for everything I want. A driving license doesn't mean that you can tamper with the car and drive it remotely with a remote control, which isn't possible. That generally would put you in prison. It would put you in prison that would probably put you in prison for like 10 years. But I think you should do it, because I think you should do it though. Sounds cool. If you want to go to prison for 10 years, I recommend. But I'm going to be in prison. It's probably possible, but you would be in prison because you would be a danger to other people. It is probably possible to do that, but it would also be illegal, and you'd probably spend a lot of time in prison. What if I do that on my own place? What, you're gonna drive a car around the house? Oh, you're talking about a toy car. Oh. Still illegal though. That would still be illegal to to use a car with a... I mean, the Raka Raka went to court because they turned a car into a swimming pool. If no one can see it, it's still illegal. Even if you do it, even if no one can see it, it's still illegal. Kind of funny though. It's still illegal. If I'm not hurting anyone, it's still illegal though. Just because you didn't hurt someone, it can still be illegal. Raka Raka went to court. They didn't hurt anybody. They made a car that could drive filled with water, and they still went to court over it. But what if you were to do that? It'd probably be worse. That's hilarious, mind. It's crazy. It's like to put someone in prison for nothing. Well, no, you're doing something illegal. You don't go to prison for doing something for doing nothing. If you do something that's illegal, you go to prison. Armenia, I think that would be an Armenian law as well. Tampering with a car and making it run by a phone, I think it would be illegal if you drove it. There are some cars that are illegal in the UK. Not like self-driving cars. Driverless cars are illegal in the UK. I'm not using United Kingdom law. But I think that's illegal globally if you operate a car through a phone. But yet again, you thought people could take you to another country, which is also illegal. And I do remember that's the first thing you ever commented on my channel. You literally asked me to bring you to the UK. Which is also illegal, and you would be taken straight back. It'd be that'll probably be a 4-month trip, and you ended up back where you came from. Be like what do they call it? It'd be like a road trip. It'd be like A to B, but then you go back to B to A. Where's the house? It's night time. I'm gonna sleep in here. So you knew it was illegal, then you asked. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, I am going to do something fun. What should I do? I could build you a toilet in game. Yeah, I know it. I know a team that also should have had a player sent off for, putting studs up on another player's calf. One starts with Ina and starts with Arj. Yeah. Nothing. I was joking about Arway's comments. He said, I know a team would park the bus after one goal. So I said, I know a team that should have had their striker sent off. So what? So what's my fault if I didn't know that's illegal? What? No, I was joking. I was joking that you seem to think everything's legal. I wonder which team it is. I don't know. I wonder which team hasn't been to the World Cup in 12 years. Their name. Do you know what? I can't remember it. I'm joking. I am joking. I think that was perfectly set up. That was perfectly teed. Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this, ROA. You guys are gonna love this. Loika in the stream thinks that if with a driving license, he can wire his phone up and drive his car with his phone, as in like remote control it. Like that's illegal, isn't it? Oh my god, it's the England flag. That's illegal. Like you can't operate a genuine car via remote control. Imagine if you could though. That'd be crazy. You'd just be going down the street and you just see a car fucking like switching. I want to buy a football suit and go to my local field. Yeah. I know it's. I think the team you refer to as 4 World Cups. Yeah, but they haven't. Those 4 World Cups though were like a long time ago. I'm joking, which it is impressive they got 4 World Cups, but only one in the last 20 years. But I will say though, England only have one in 60. But we have improved. We've got to 2 semi-finals in the last 8 years. And fucking Park the Bus at 1-0 up twice, which has just pissed me off. I love football, guys. I'm just fat. I love football. I love a kickabout, but I'm just fat. I'm not even fat. I'm joking. Do you have a favourite football design? What do you mean by favourite football design? There's a lot of things you could design in football. Guys, actually, I want to do a FIFA series. I want to do an Everton career mode. I want to do one, but then I want to make it realistic, so I might buy the signings that they're looking at the moment. It depends. I guess the white and the black. I mean, football's always the same though. Like, to be honest though, ROA, I think Bellingham was shit yesterday. Bellingham was non-existent during that match. You should stream FC26. I started an FC26 series, to be honest. I started an FC26 series where basically I play as a team. I created the team for my book, but we've done 2 episodes, so hold on. We've done 3 episodes so far, but I'm halfway through editing the 4th and 5th. I just haven't had the chance to like edit it properly. I need to finish that. But yeah, literally, we went through the first season. So I created the town from my book, and we built basically. I wrote it into like a storyline. It takes place. It takes place roughly 10 years after my book, after my Dawn of Planets, the Attack from Space story, and the town of Dursba has been totally rebuilt, and we're basically taking the football team to glory. And I don't think anyone's ever done anything like that before. Like, generally based it from a story. I built a story around it, which I thought was a really cool idea. Yeah, I personally though don't like Rodgers that much because I don't think I don't think he's that good, but he put a hell of a cross in. But my biggest question yesterday was where the fuck is Saka? You know, Saka was on the bench and never come on. Like, if Saka's fit, you bring him on. Doesn't this look like a animal rearing its head? Yeah, I might stream FC26 tomorrow, guys. Yeah. Football and boxing. Boxing's an interesting sport. I just don't like how they do it now. I think it's all about money. Like boxing, you used to, back in the 1980s, you used to see boxing on the TV all the time, but now it's always in like Saudi Arabia. Boxing's always in Saudi Arabia and like the United States now. It's like, it's really, they've bought it. Whenever you see a boxing match now, it's like, it's not, thanks. I haven't built all these. I copied some of these from like cities. I built these. I built this. I built that. I built this. I built this one. I built this one, and I built these 2. Is football all about money? Well, football's always been about money. But in the last 20 years, the wages in football have gone up exponentially. Literally, in 2003, the richest player was David Beckham. He was on £89,000 a week. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo's on something like £7 million a week. That's too much. Like, why does football players need £7 million a week? And that's in like the Saudi Pro League. But the Saudi Pro League, they just want the stars, so they're just cash. They're really just paying out, trying to make the league better. Yeah, like Tottenham Tottenham, for example, have recently broke their cap. Tottenham, for years, have had a cap that they won't spend anything more than 60,000. Yeah, Tottenham have had a cap that's basically Tottenham have had a cap that 60 that they could only players couldn't be on more than 60,000 a week, and that's why a lot of players wouldn't go to Tottenham. But I think all football teams should have a cap. I think the cap should be about 150. I don't think you need more than £150 or 150,000 a week. I'll tell you what, guys. 40 years ago, how much do you think people made a week 400 years ago? How much do you think football players made in the 1980s? I know and there's a reason I'm asking this, guys. I know what the number is, and I think none of you are going to get this this number correct. How much do you guys think that a football player earned in the 1980s a week? How much do you guys think? Literally, I'll just say in a minute. £400. Most football players back in the 1980s were on about £400 a week. £400. Now they're on more like 40,000, and then most of them are even the lowest paid players are now on like 70,000 a week. 400. So £400 in 1986 now. £400 in 1986 is the equivalent of £1,520 now. So what you'd get for £400 a week would now be the equivalent of what you'd get for £1,500 a week. And now football players now are on a lot more money than they were then. Is it too much? Yeah, has it got to a point that they're on too much money now? What do you guys think? Like, I personally think like they're on too much money now. Like, can we realistically say that football players like deserve that kind of money while we've got poor people that can't, we got people that are like homeless? Manchester City broke the transfer record a few years ago in the UK. They spent £100 million on a player. And it got ripped apart by people. That's basically during COVID, a lot of people were facing financial hardship due to the fact that they couldn't work, and that COVID had cost a lot. They said, how can a football team, spend £100 million on a player when there were people in the UK, struggling to pay their bills and pay their electric bills? It's interesting. Our footballers earn too much money. It is interesting. It's really interesting. I want this map. But yeah, it's interesting. But don't get me wrong, I love football. Don't agree with the wages though. I think they're on too much. But I think I've put everyone to sleep. Also, thank you everybody for subscribing. I didn't realise people had subscribed. Yeah, that's true, Loika. But you do realise that police cars can't be programmed because a car is electric, not computerized. You can't program a car to, because cars aren't programmable. Cars are like analog. Is everyone here, or did I put everyone to sleep by my football rant? But yeah. I mean, Gordon is a wing. I mean, Gordon is a winger. Like, Gordon has been a winger for years. Like, he was a winger in his early career. In his Everton days, he was a winger. I mean, Gordon played really well, but it pissed me off. The only reason that I don't like Gordon is the way he left Everton. Everton sacked the manager because Everton were struggling near the relegation zone. The manager got sacked, and because the manager got sacked, Gordon basically just decided that he didn't want to play anymore. Which, in fact, Gordon doesn't like the way that Everton fans treated him afterwards, but he was an Everton supporter when he was a kid. He played for Everton from when he was 11 to 22, and then he just effed off. That's a question about money. What? What do you mean about money? I mean, cars aren't programmable. Like, literally, you could put £3 million on it, and you'd still get the same answer. No, when you're programming. Yeah, but you can't program. Arson's just put about he can program a car. That you can program a car. Like, you can't program a car, can you? You can't program a car to work off your phone. I didn't say you. I said you were saying about you can get about paying someone to program a car to work off its phone, but I said that's not possible. But there's no point in doing that anyway. If you want to go to the shops and you get in the car to go to the shops, you have to get out. The car can't go in the shop. Like, if you get, I don't get driverless cars. Like, you get into the car because you need to go to the shops, but the car can't go and do the shopping for you, so you might as well fucking drive the shop. I'm going to sew that for fun. You're going to sew that for fun. So what you're gonna sew? A t-shirt? Bedding sheets? A teddy bear? It's funny. YouTube Studio. Oh shit! I just got rid of the live stream. Thank you to the people who subscribe. That's amazing. Oh my god! Hold on. We're almost at 60,000, guys. My first video, my new most popular video is about to cross 60,000 views. Thank you so much. This live stream, this video, guys, I uploaded it 3 years ago. It's became our most popular video recently. So I want to thank you because we are closing in on 60,000 on it. What the hell's this? No, I'm not hitting 60,000 subs. My most popular video is no longer a Minecraft clip. Okay. He needs a big fat ship. Yeah, which is why he's in my live stream commenting random shit. He's going to program cars. He's going to I don't know, shag a robot called Stephanie. No, called Sophie. Oh, that was one of the fun. That was one that I loved that. I loved that night. That was so funny. Yeah, we were shitting ourselves. We were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And it was just you were just breaking shit. Did you have an auto clicker on it? It felt like you had an auto clicker on because you were going so quick and breaking blocks, and we were just falling deeper and deeper in the hole. Oh, I love a couple of them. I can't go in there on there on the stream. AI said it's possible, but AI doesn't know because you're using. AI said it's possible, yeah, but your your AI isn't your AI isn't true though, because your AI just answers the question you want. Wow, look. Yeah. That's still that village is still here. I made this village from that village. Yeah. The stream is back again. Oh, what about how does this look? We were getting the water out of this place, everybody. We were getting the water out of this big place here, and we got so far into it, and then we had a bad moment where I destroyed the beacon over here accidentally. I destroyed the beacon over here somewhere accidentally and blew up a huge hole in there. And it basically tore my brain apart because I was so frustrated with myself. I was so frustrated with myself. I couldn't believe how I did it wrong. That's endstone. Let's get some sponges and let's go sponge away. Sponging away. Let's get rid of this water. Sponging my water away from this place. I've got to get myself away from this place. I thought, yeah, what a concept. We can all do a little change. So the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Gets to the ground, we'll get the ground running. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. All that glitter is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. The water is disappearing very quickly. And now we can get rid of this chunk here. Oh god, this bit's huge. Is everyone enjoying the stream so far? Everyone in this live stream, which... Did you say, oh god? Yes, it's a saying in the UK. When something goes wrong, you say, oh god. Come on. Let's get rid of this water. Why didn't you say "oh chips"? Because "oh God" is the saying. "Oh chips" is not a saying. Because "oh God" is a saying, not "oh chips." "Oh chips" sounds like a 2-year-old that's basically fallen down the stairs. Oh chips. I didn't say that. "Oh God" is just a saying when you make a mistake. You're putting too much. You're trying to think things that don't need to be thinked. Do. There we go. The thinker that you're the thinker that thinks when they don't need to think. When you say "oh God," what do you mean? When someone says "oh God," it means they've done something wrong or they've made a mistake. Or something has happened that shocks them. Right. Yeah. You're just trying to find a way to make it more confusing. You can say anything anyway. If I said to you that you were an idiot, like, being called an idiot can mean completely different things. You can mean it jokingly, as in someone's just been a little bit silly. You can mean it in a mean way. You can mean it in anything. Words are the best thing ever. You can say, "Hello Pixel, welcome to the stream." Right, we're almost done. I'm on Decepted's Realm. Basically, I made this island years ago. I'm just trying to get all the water out. What am I trying to do? How are you, Pixel, by the way? Welcome to the stream. Just trying to get all this water out. Basically, I've got to do a lot more. I need some potions. Where the hell is night vision? Ah, it's here. Perfect. Look at this. I've got to do all this. Oh my god, I've got to do all this bit and all this bit next. So I've done it to a certain degree so far. Did you know that you should brush your teeth with a toothbrush and not an AC-130? An aeroplane is a toothbrush, a toothbrush, a toothbrush. So that's just common sense, though. But I suppose you are American. I mean, Americans probably might use an aeroplane. I'm an American, and I'm going to use, and I've got my own toothbrush. An AK-4, no, sorry, a Boeing 747. Here comes a plane. I'm joking, but that's such a random thing. That's such a random comment. That reminds me of a line in Doctor Who when they do something similar. He picks up a Viking helmet, and he says, "What do you think this is?" to somebody, and he says, "It might be. It's a helmet of some sort." He goes, "Of course, it's a helmet. What do you think it's a helmet for?" This guy, it's he picks up a Viking helmet, and he says to this one guy, "What is it? What do you think it is?" He goes, "I don't know. It looks like a Viking helmet." He goes, "Of course, it's a Viking helmet. What do you think it is? A space helmet for a cow." I love it. I love Doctor Who. Best line ever. Let me think of a line like that. I do like that. I do like that comment. That's I'm screenshotting that. I like that comment. You should brush your teeth with a toothbrush, not an AC-130, because an AC-130 is an aeroplane and a toothbrush is a toothbrush. I mean, fair enough. I mean, you should cut your hair with scissors, with hair scissors, and and not cut it with a hedge trimmer. But I suppose I'm having my hair cut tomorrow, and my hair is that long. I think they should probably need a hedge trimmer. But saying that, guys, my beard's that long. They might need a lawnmower. Sorry, I think I'm hyper. Anyway, how are you, Pixel? By the way, welcome to the stream. Thank you. You've actually revitalized the stream a little bit. Oh, it's not even part of the bloody You've actually revitalized the stream. I was kind of getting bored, and that's kind of brought me back. That comment's brought me back to life. I like that so much. That's hilarious. I can't even show you guys the name of that because Decepted named it. He named... Oh my god. My toe just clicked. Ouch. Ooh. I'm just going to quickly put my controller down a sec because my hands are literally sweating so much. Oh, I'm just feeling very loony today. I'm feeling loony every day. I'm feeling loony every day, guys. You never know what's happening. Although, I will admit though, I was a bit. My cat is getting her teeth cleaned today. Yeah. I apologise. It's a later stream, everybody. Yeah, I meant my ankle. I have a really dodgy ankle. I have a really dodgy ankle because when I was 13, I have a really dodgy ankle because when I was like 13, 14, somebody kicked me from behind and I went down a flight of stairs. So my ankle, as I walk, ever so often when I walk, after I've been on my feet all day, my ankle starts like clicking uncontrollably. Like I can move my foot, but sometimes if I move my foot and my ankle clicks, it can actually be quite painful. And it's basically the tendons, it's the ankle tendons, guys, like snapping together, like. Doesn't hurt. It doesn't like cause any like physical pain, but the noise of it sending can actually hurt. So yeah, that's why I said my foot clicked, because my ankle clicked, and it can be quite painful in sometimes. Yeah, somebody kicked me down a flight of stairs, guys. The perks of being short, you become the perks of being short, you become somebody else's football. Oh, we haven't got a ball, let's just use him. Ah, kick. Could be worse. What's this? What's my notifications doing? Is Loika still here? Hello, Portal. I can't say your first name. I apologise. Well, I can't say the first. Wheatley. Welcome, Wheatley. I've had to look at your channel to read what your name was. Welcome. Come in. So she's not cranky in the morning. Yeah. Maybe I should leave Decepted's realm and like go on my world. What the hell is this? I gotta be honest though, I don't get how people can be cranky in the morning if they don't have breakfast. I'm like, I never have breakfast. But I stress, I'm not an animal. Hello, Beverly. Welcome to the stream. I cannot add you. I'm afraid this is not my world. This is my friend's world. And in fact, guys, I'm gonna go to survival. I'm gonna go to survival. I'm gonna go to the Nether portal in a minute. I'm gonna create a new legit survival. So this will spice up the stream a bit. Spice up your life. I can't remember the rest of the lyrics for that song. Right, let's go through here. Ba boom, ba boom, 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 ba 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 boom, boom, boom. I don't even know where I am, and this song is shit. We made this earlier on. We're gonna create Ultimate Survival 2. Anything on my inventory right now? Yeah, we got stuff in our inventory, so we got to get rid of it. The Grand Boots of Calamity Joe, that's Survival Legacy shit, because I ported a copy of Survival Legacy onto here. Well, I didn't port a copy, I copied the house. Right. I wish I could do this quickly, but Bedrock and Switch don't match. But Bedrock and Switch do not match. There we go. Now, let's go. Colonize the Nether. That's alright. I'm gonna go and do the new ultimate survival. Slash game mode S. Colonize the Nether. Rule Britannia, Britannia, rule the waves. There we go. Let's go for this portal and see what we have. Anything could happen here. I could be attacked by a wild vampire. Nothing. I've gone through this Nether portal that I made. First of all, Google turn light off. Cool. What if I said Google turn light on? What happens? I generally did that once. I turned someone's Alexa on 3,000 miles away. Oh, tell you what. Tell you what. Someone said somebody said something once to me on stream, and I said, like, it could be worse, you know, somebody could put Alexa play porn or something like that, and of course, didn't realize this person had Alexa, so basically their parent walked in. That was last year. I was making a joke about how people use, like, Alexas and shit for stupid shit, for things that they shouldn't use. Hello, Pickles, welcome to the stream. And basically, I made a joke, and I didn't realize I set someone's Alexa off. Just... Welcome to the stream. I'm just starting an ultimate survival area. This is actually a really nice area. We've even got a villager outpost. What looks to be like a big cave. Lava, that's good. That's promising. Where should we... Oh my god, my nose. A desert? How's your day night? My night is great. It's currently 10 o'clock at night. But it's lovely. It's lovely, lovely. It's absolutely great. Look how big fucking rabbits are now. They look fat. Rabbits in Minecraft look... That is hilarious, actually. If you didn't, if you guys didn't hear that, because obviously you can't hear Decepted. Decepted just said to me, when I said Minecraft, like, rabbits are fat now, Decepted went, but you can't say much. I mean, that's... a work doing the fucking football stadium. Just... Tell you what, I think we'll build it over here because it's flat. It's practically flat here. Okay. There's a village right there. I can see it. Where do you I'm not fussed. Where do you want to build? You can build it on the back wall. You can build it on the back wall outside the stadium. That's a good idea, yeah. That's how fat the World Cup is. No, I said the rabbit. I said rabbits in Minecraft are so fat now, and Decepted said, well, you can't really say much. I said rabbits. If you look at a Minecraft rabbit, like, let's go find one. Like, look how fat they are now. They're freaking huge. I will kill this rabbit because I need some food. Besides, you can't get away now. He's too fat. But saying that, no, I'm fat myself, so, like, it's not gonna... I'm joking. You saying you're fat? Yeah. I know, disgraceful. Fuck me, how big's that ice spike? Oh my god, I found an igloo. Where's the door? I wonder if it has one of those rare bits underneath. Oh, fuck it, don't. But I can nick the bed. Oh, it's great. I can nick the bed. I can nick this. That's great. I can nick all this in a set. I just want to grab the... Oh, no, I need to... Let's go. There should be... I saw a village this way. Perhaps I didn't. Where was I building? I swear I saw a village. Perhaps under the circumstances, perhaps I've gone the wrong way. No, I hadn't gone the wrong way. I saw the... Is this just fantasy? Caught in the landslide, no escape from reality. Easy come, easy go. Will you let me go? We will not let you go. Galileo, Galileo to the king. We will not let you go. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. I forgot the rest. Fuck's sake. That is, I gotta say though, that is well timed. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me, and then you go, I know that, Joe. But I will say that's well fucking timed. Yeah, the stream went. The stream did go for a moment. Is this one of the one? No, this is not one of the ones that you can get on the roof of. But we're finding shit that we need. Like, we're finding wood, bread, trees. Not that I need trees, but I will nick. I'm not going to take the large thorn because I don't need it. Hello, Mazer. Welcome to the stream. I'm not going to take the thorn bush because the thorn bush is useless. I don't need that. But, right, we're going to go into this one then. Nothing. Why did YouTube dislike the... get rid of the dislike button? Because some people would spam the dislike button, but I'd argue that some people press the dislike button because they disliked a video. Which, there are some videos, generally, that should be disliked. Why works... he's saying he's just realised why they got rid of the dislike button. But saying that, I didn't agree with the dislike button going. I think the dislike button, it was because the former CEO of YouTube, Susan, whatever her name is, she was deeply unpopular for a long time, and people used to spam dislike her videos to show how like unpopular she was, and people sort of sorry, I'm not anywhere near the spawn. I'm in a new survival area that I've just started. I've just found a Minecraft village. I found one of those igloos, so I've got you a bed if you want one. There are some AI videos that are decent. Yeah, there are, but it's still wrong though. They are AI though. It's, as a content creator, should someone be allowed to upload a video that's basically they haven't made? As someone that is a content creator and films content, is it right that they can upload content that they haven't made? If you get what I mean, it's a two-sided thing of, yeah, some of it's good, but also it's also a little bit unfair for people that generally have like spent ages filming content. Like, yeah, but it's one of those as well. Like, I shot a YouTube video a few years ago. It took me over a month to work on. Tell you what, I shot a short film. Sorry, I shot a short film not last year, the year before. I shot a short film last year, which that one's not as good. But this short film, it took me a month to edit. Yeah, that's what a short film is. A short film is a movie in short film is called a short film. There we go. Give me a second. I don't even edit my videos, pure content. And somehow it's less than 10 minutes. It depends how long you're filming, though. It depends what type of content you're doing, though, Mazer. It depends how much you're doing. So, like, my video that I built... The video that I built for building the snow globe on my survival world... The snow globe that I built on my survival world, I had over 5 hours of content that I needed to filter through and edit. That looks... Oh my god, that looks amazing. That looks amazing. I was literally running back to my survival house. Yeah, I was running back to my survival house to put the roof on. That does look amazing, though. That is an amazing build. Yeah, it looks great. I'm gonna head back to the survival area. Do you want to see it? To the portal. It's not that far. It's not that far. I'm just gonna break. Oh fuck! Don't bring up that. That was just. That was fucking bad. Like, I can't believe they didn't bat an eyelid. How did people ask Ronaldo or Messi? Ronaldo or Messi, but if you go back in time though, you could say in the 1990s it was Ronaldo, Beckham, but the original Ronaldo, like the Brazilian Ronaldo, Maradona, Pele, Cruyff, best. It's like Pele. Pele was one of the greatest. Pele was probably one of the greatest football players ever. Some of the things that he tried, not many people had tried before at the time. Like Pele was the first person to try to like score from the halfway line, and he even claimed this. He even said this. He missed and put it into an old lady's washing, which is kind of funny. I just go with that, what they say, because I keep getting pushed in lockers. Why do you get pushed in lockers? Like, that's just what it's wrong. Plus, how do you even fit in a locker? I've never understood how people like fit in there. In like 2011s, yeah. Hello, silly star. Welcome to stream. No, he left after I said, "Oh God." I literally said, "Oh God," because I've got a brilliant thing to tell you. Because you teleported me, I've actually lost the house I was building. Well, I know roughly where it is. I think it's over here. I think that's it there. Basically, it was by an ice spikes biome. But I think the outpost was a little bit further away, wasn't it? I got it. I got it. It was behind a hill. How would you even fit in a locker? I do want to know. Like they would push me to my limits. Yeah, I mean, I had that. I was thrown in a basket. I was thrown in like a basket, and then basically the basket was thrown down a hill. And that's not a joke. I got... And Decepted, you'll love this story. You'll absolutely love this story. So, a couple of guys in my school year rounded me up. Nice skin, thanks. A couple of guys in my school year basically got me to get in a box. They pressured my legs in because my legs wouldn't fit in the box. And then suddenly lifted the box up, and then they decided to drop it. Yeah. And they decided to drop it, and guess what? And I landed by some rocks. Which, by some miracle... Oh god, actually, this is where you'll find it funny. Guy who was in our school year, accepted. Basically, he was being all cocky that he could lift this box up with me forced in it. This like and let's just say he tried to lift it up, and then I heard him shout, "You fat prick," because he couldn't lift me up. And the funny thing is, I was skinny at the time. I was only like 70 pounds, and this guy couldn't lift me, so I got called a fat prick because this guy just couldn't lift. This guy couldn't lift me. It was funny. I wasn't even fat then. I was like skinny then. It's hilarious, very hilarious. Do you want to know something funny? Yeah, what's funny? Ooh, give me a sec. How many of these can I make? Yeah, what is it? Ooh, I can get 6 of these. That's good. Then I saw my local 7-Eleven. What's a 7-Eleven? Oh, I have got stronger. Cool. Yeah, it's funny, but yeah, it is a... Yeah, some of you guys will find this funny. Yes, this guy, he was being all cocky, and then he suddenly couldn't lift the box up. I can lift it. It's a USA store. Oh, okay. At work. Okay, right. Let's break that crafting table. This house looks shit, but it's the best I could do in a couple of moments. At like an office. Ah, okay. I've never heard of 7-Eleven. Like, it does sound very American though, because they do. Yeah, but I was joking. Like they put like the months. America always put the months backwards, don't they? They put date, month, date, year. Whereas in the UK we put date, month, year. So it makes me in the UK it'd be 11/7. Goodbye. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching. This stream will end soon because I've been streaming for 3 hours. How many people have watched? How many people have watched it, by the way? Let's have a look. 259. That's all right. I found something awesome by the spawn, which I'm going to go in now and see if I can raid the chests. But I've got a bottle of enchanting. I've got some wheat, some trip hooks, some dark oak planks, and a crossbow. I thought that was a nether chest. There's literally there's one of those village trader outposts right here. I thought there was always 2 chests in them, but I can't see another one. So right. I gotta head to school. See ya. Oh, cool. Have a good rest of your day. I think Mesa is from Asia. So yeah, technically I think they're like 7 hours ahead, so it makes sense. Right, it's night time. I can put a bed down. But I'm gonna put my cauldron here. I've got 4 emeralds, and then I can plant some trees. Oh my god, there's a polar bear. Actually, saying that, we can use the dark oak and make a mine. I've still got my pickaxe, haven't I? Right. Here we go, we're gonna go down. Gonna go down. Gonna go down, 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 down. Right. 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 Right, I'm gonna continue mining. One more game for... Yeah, this the new survival area, yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'm just working on potentially making a mine. I've made half a house that literally like it's literally more of a barn than a house really, but is yep. Use this use a snake. No, I wasn't crying. I was frustrated. Oh no, I didn't actually. I stayed up for like I left, but I stayed up for ages. Now I saying that though. End it all. In my defense, though, I had been up since like 6 in the morning. The first yellow card, yeah. Dodgy ref, dodgy ref, dodgy ref. Dodgy ref, dodgy ref, dodgy ref. Oh, that banner. That banner was wrong. Like, did you see that thing this morning? I'm going to end my stream. Thanks, everybody, for watching.